You guys can hear me okay? So, hi guys, good evening, and welcome to another live stream on YouTube tonight. No, I don't have to worry about anything on Facebook now. My Facebook's all sorted now, guys. It's all fixed now, and I'm doing great. So, yeah, the Facebook thing had been a problem, um, and so I didn't have a chance to go through the final bits on YouTube, guys, and everything else. So, apart from that, Facebook was sorted within the last 7 days. It's 7 days until Facebook was all right, and now it's fine. So, yeah. So it's been a good couple of days, guys. It's been busy. We have been. This isn't working, is it? Why is this not working for? For some reason, I don't know why, but it's not working. For some reason, it's not typing again. I don't know what's going on with it. Something strange is happening on this computer, honestly, tonight. Oh, excuse me. Lie down! Lie down! Right. Let's see if I can get it now. No. Okay, I'll go to the usual stuff. You know what I'll do? I'll just put a white screen in it because I can't really work in this darkness. Oh dear. I like when everything's so dark. I like everything so. I've got a bit of light, but oh, actually, hold on a moment. I have an idea. If this works, can I bring this to the screen? Yes, I can. Yeah, that's better. There we go. That's fine for me. Go. Actually, I'll tell you what I could do. Why don't I just take a picture of this? And paint is there. Correct stuff. So, yeah, guys, so it has been 2 months. It's been very, very busy for me. It's been very busy indeed. Got a lot of things coming up, guys. Got a lot of projects coming up. Got some great music coming out soon. And I got another great release coming up from a girl called Gladys, who's been releasing her song called Hold Me From the Rain, and is really, really smashing. So look forward to that, guys. And tonight I am drinking some wonderful, sweet, lovely, nice Bell's whiskey tonight because I'm in a good mood today. Times I'll be in a good mood. So that's why I'm here tonight, guys. I love whiskey. So let's put a live chat on for you guys now. If you were here in the last stream, I was talking about Scott Soto's career. And I thought tonight, I'll continue it tonight with his albums, which is one thing that Adrian wanted me to do. So, luckily, I have got the albums actually in front of my hard drive. The last thing I talked about was probably the Human Clay album, but I didn't discuss about the other albums, obviously, with other stuff that the Talisman did. But I want to talk about a couple of more albums of Scott Soto's career and to do solo stuff, actually, which we're going to do tonight as well. So if you give me a second, let me get the albums up here. So I have, because I've got a whole download of his albums, you see, on iTunes, and it was really amazing. So anyway, yeah, we're going to talk about his solo stuff tonight. I might as well bring this up again as you guys enjoy the first one. So anyway, his first solo album he did was the album Love Parade, the very first album he did. and it was not a decision from anybody. It was Jeff's decision. He wanted to try something different. He wanted to do something different in the way the music industry was going from himself. He was getting critically annoyed with all this. The press attention was saying that Scott Soto there was labeled as a as a kind of a, a kind of an album that was hard to describe what people if they liked it. And so 1994, I think this was during the same time as when he just Chikara finished off. He wanted to do a solo album, and his son Jason Soto designed the cover for it, which at the time he was only small. And I listened to the album. The first track, obviously, Love Parade. Great song that from George Bernhardt, who also co-wrote it as well. But we get into territory of strange songs in a way, like songs like some of the songs that I hear from that album, Sonic Marvin Gaye songs, very soulful, very different. And he did a song on the album, which I have to say, I will never reject. One song that I really do like of his that should have been on Beautiful Mess and redone for Beautiful Mess should have been Listen Up. That song is so awesome. It's different, but it's the way he wanted to do it. And obviously, Friend for Jason. And some of the other songs I don't like. Some of the songs I can't get away with. But I do like the way he did two songs on there, which is great. Love Parade, Listen Up, and Song for Jason, which is just superb. And it's just really amazing. So, and recently, Jeff owns the masters now to the album. He actually bought the masters of the album. He can do whatever he wants with the album. He can go back in and re-record it and make it sound more better. And it definitely needs a makeover, that album. It needs a damn makeover of it. Change all the parts in it, make it better and make them more rockier and AOR kind of sound. And so he owns the rights now to that album. And I think he bought it back from the company that had it originally for it, which was amazing. So his first solo album was not a good success. It was just a bomb. But he wanted to do it just to see how it worked out and how it was just basically the way he was approached by it as well, which is good. But yeah, but that album was not very good at all. But then again, it's some songs like the Prince song For You, which obviously he's a massive Prince fan, and a Queen fan as well. He's a huge Queen fan. It's really a good album indeed. So it depends on how you want to play it really, and play songs, but go, oh, I don't want to hear this. But then again, it's a try. It's a try. You never know. So moving on to one of his other albums he did called Biker Mice from Mars, the soundtrack. Now, if you remember the TV show, it was not popular in the UK, but it got great attention in the USA. And I think Talisman had just been releasing Human Animal albums, and one fan for MCA Records had been in touch, and they wanted a soundtrack produced. We were looking for a soundtrack, and he was the first person interested to do the song, Back on Mars, the theme show for it. And it's a very obscure album, really. It's one of the most weird albums that he's ever done, but a very good hard rocking album. And the cover version of Born to Be Wild is just tremendous on that. That's where the cover songs come into it as well. So I think a producer had been in touch with them and said that we're doing these songs, and would you sing this because we love your voice? And he got them the chance, and MCA Records gave him a huge deal, and they just released it on that. In fact, it was part of some deal with Channel 4, I think, because Channel 4 Television had the rights to show the show on Break Breakfast, which is a massive show in the UK. And I think they gained attention to listen to the song, and that's how he got the UK kind of message back saying this we should release a soundtrack of it. So it finally got released. It didn't do much, but then again, it was just a thing he wanted to do. I suppose it was his state of AOR and with it being talisman kind of ideas. But again, a really tremendous album that came out. Moving on to his next one, his first signing on Frontiers Records, and this was re-released again. This album, which had a great remaster and a re-release of it, including some bonus tracks from EPs, previous EPs he did, and so his first official album, official solo album, of course, official solo album, is an introduction to him, actually, which I think is just superb. And his writing on this is absolutely incredible. Every song is not a fault at all. And it's a nice ballad album, actually. It's not heavy rock. It's all ballads, which is his repertoire for being a good songwriter. There's 3 rock songs that I do like on it, which is As Love, which became a huge hit. And then the track Holding On, which became a single. And my favorite, Too Late for Goodbyes, should have been a damn hit, that, but never was. Just the whole album is just superb. It's a really good album, actually. It's nice. It's a lovely album to listen to at night time. It's great. I love the track Don't Walk Away that he originally wrote. Nothing to do with the version that we're bringing out. And a bonus track for the Japanese version that he brought out was called Good Love, which was re-released later on in his special edition version. And it is a nice album. That the Prism album's just really nice, and some of the players on it are amazing. I think Howie Simon's on it, but I think Howie Simon was on this one as well. His first introduction to Howie Simon was really amazing, and some of the Gary Schutt's on it as well, who played previously on his other album he made. And yeah, it's a good album to listen to at night times, as I agree with. But Adrian will probably say it's not a good album, but it is actually, because it's just tremendous. A really good album, that. And that was in 2002, I think it was, but re-released in 2006. It's a special edition that came out. So then we go on to his next album, which he kicked up the pace a bit more. His next solo album, which I think is my favorite of all, Lost in Translation. It's this solo album he made, the Lost in Translation album. If you've ever heard this album, I played this to Chris years ago, and he thought this was just tremendous. Great Queen harmonies in it as well, with every single track. And I think this was a great standing mark on his singing ability. So he did all the songs with Gary Schutt on it as well. Again, Howard Simon played all the guitar on this, which was tremendous, including some of the songs that didn't make the original album, but again, became to be on the CD. So at the time that he was doing this album, he worked with Neil Schon on a project that was coming up, and that was the World. Don't know what it's called now. Higher Ground album, I think it was Highest Ground. And they were basically working together on that album. And then he did a favor, and he asked if Sean could play on one of the songs that he was writing at the time. And he wrote, and them two together wrote the song "Believe in Me," and he wanted that Queen vibe to it. And originally Brian May was going to play on this, but Brian wasn't available, so he got Neil Schon from the States to come and actually write that and produce it. I didn't produce it, but he did a great job with the guitars, and he wanted that Queen vibe to it, and it was just tremendous. So kick-ass song very good kick-ass song to get out first. And then we're going into really good territory of some songs that actually are so fantastic. The Drowning song's so brilliant, so divine, which Jeff apparently has heard about. That was originally a song called "A Dream That Can't Be Real," and which Howie Salmon has the demo of that actually, which is really good. And I think at some point, I think Frontier should release a box set of his stuff, including the demos as well, which would be great to hear that. So that's really tremendous. And yeah, and especially the two songs written by Gary Schutt are High Time and Sacred Eyes, which was really based on a Queen song, Queen idea for it. And it is. Then you've got two songs that were Howie Simon songs, originally called Douce Lady, Turn the Page, and then a special version of Soul Divine, which was requested from Frontiers Records to put on as a bonus track. And yeah, it's a good album. It's a bloody good album, and I really think that it's his tremendous solo album he ever made, and he's saved his career because he didn't know if it was going to be a successful album, but it bloody was. So between the albums that he made, the solo albums, and Takara and Talisman, he then did another album, which is, for me, is with a solo album he did. And people are kind of like a bit here and there about it, but for me, it's an album I couldn't stop playing all the time. And then still to this day, it is a hell of an album that I think is just tremendous. And Jeff did an album which is not supposed to be released on Frontiers Records. It was supposed to be released on his own label, Soto Productions, but Frontiers jumped at the chance of it. So he's working with a guy called Paolo Mendonça in Italy. And he, again, was doing the same thing where conversation was going really well. This guy was tremendous, a good writer as well. So he did so an album came up called Beautiful Mess, which was a great diverse away from what he was doing, but still in the right mode for Paolo Mendonça writing this material. Just incredible stuff. Some of the songs are you kind of want to go that way, but when it kicks off with 21st Century, that is completely well different than everything I've ever heard. But when you go right down the album, you're realizing that this is a superb album. You could just stick it on. Every song, absolutely smooth. It was just a new thing that Jeff wanted to do, was be more soulful, new direction, new way of it, and see what people were. But when the people had heard this album, people didn't like it. They just said, this is a different thing that he's ever done. We don't know if we like this thing. But after a couple of times, when you hear the album, you do actually get to a stage where you go, these tracks are great and they are superb. It's not the Airwell stuff we know, but he's done a good job. And so he was working with a lot of people on this album. Crimey River is very, 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 very popular influenced on that song. Tremendous. Gin and Tonic Sky, really beautiful song. That beautiful song. The track Hey is really uplifting, and you want to get in the party mode of it, and it's a great song. Broken Man, a pretty sad song, that, which is very hard to listen to, and it's very, very good. It's a good song, that. And then there's like a song that I think was just a joke, to be honest. It was Mountain was very different, but it's comedic. But again, it's kind of like it's a song that you try not to laugh to it, but it's just kind of got that funky vibe to it and everything else. But again, it works well for the album. I think it's good. Then we've got Bottle Rock Stuff, which is our song, which is really good, written as well from Paolo and Jeff. Really amazing. And then we've got a bit of a Prince vibe on the next one called I. And then we've got Bring It On Home, very funky vibe to it. Testify, which was written by, I think it was written by Ben Wish. I think that's what his name was. Ben Wish wrote Testify and Kick It, actually. And those two songs are fantastic on the album. Hello, Carla. Where you been? I've been working, my darling. Yes, Carla's one of my subscribers who loves every single thing I do on the channel. I have been busy. I have been working on albums, singles, releases. I will show you. I have been working, my darling. I have been working on artists like Edesha and Mysterious Wonder. And I've been working with Jade on a new version of Restitched. I have been working on a superb album with Lauren Short, which we're about to re-release again this year or next year. And one of my best projects of the year, this album. You need to get this album. This Time Riders album is amazing. And if you like sort of like the AOR feel and the Queen feel, you need this album. This album just been released. Tremendous. So I've been busy. And we have more stuff coming up this year, including something else I will talk about later, which you guys are going to be excited about. So I'm here tonight. So if you want any questions or anything you want to know, it's that way as well. One day I'll sing for you. Well, get signed to my label and I can bring something out if you want. And if you have any questions, by the way, of these albums or anything you want to know, that's what this channel's for. But I'm just going back and talk about Scott Soto's territory for a moment, before we get something else. I just need to get my camera sorted out. My camera's a little bit too fuzzy, sorry. Yeah, so Jessica Soto's album, Meet Beautiful Mess, is tremendous. You really need to really get that album. It's brilliant. And especially the two bonus tracks. I think one written by Sam Grohl called Heart Starts Healing and Take You Over With Me, which was a great bonus track. And the Japanese version included a song called Jinshine Sky acoustic version, which you can get on, I think you're doing it on YouTube, I think, or iTunes. But he's had a good career. But just had a good career, and literally he's just a tremendous songwriter, and it's just a brilliant thing. And that's what got me into my own production side of producing and writing and being that as well. You know that ABBA are coming back. What do you think of it? Right. Okay. Do you want me to really tell you? Okay. Well, now I'm not an ABBA fan. I am not an ABBA fan at all. But I'm going to tell you something that I have recently just heard. Well, actually, it was a couple of months ago, when I was producing some tracks for artists. I have to say, right, they were the biggest band ever all over the continent. They made so much money. Their dad had been involved, you know, Benny and Bjorn, and their dad, what was his Stig Anderson, who was the manager at the time and passed away. They were a great team of songwriters, but I ain't a fan of them. But because the news came out that they were reforming and there was a new album coming out by them, this puts me off. But I'm not going to say anything about it, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, So if you all want to go and sort of like go for off me and go like, why are you a fan for why? I'm going to explain something, okay? There's a reason why. Well, I like ABBA. But if anybody can remember the album The Visitors album, which was a superb, their final album they ever made. And I came across one of their songs on an album on YouTube. And it was called The Visitors, the title track of it. And I thought it was going to be one of those rubbish songs where they were going to be so nasty and it was going to be bad and everything else. Well, I've heard that a couple of times now. I heard there was a rare extended version of it on YouTube, and I heard it, and I just listened to it all the way through, and I was impressed. And I went, "Damn, they wrote that." And that's one of the most. And I'm going to go for all of their songs or anything. I don't like any, but the Visitors one, I'm glad that was not a hit. But if you listen to that, that is some good writing on that song. Great synths on it. And I listened to that and I just went, oh, well, I'm really worried about this Visitor song. But after I heard it, I went, God, this is good. And I went, this is really good. So who talks about music these days? new music? I don't. But anyway. So that got me thinking a little bit about the new ABBA stuff. And what do you think? What do I think of it? Well, because they've had a success with the Mamma Mia thing, and they've had the success with all over the world with all of this new ideas. Is it going to be different? And is it going to be a bit more as it is? Well, to be very honest with you, I really don't care. Because if people were fans in the 80s and 70s of their music, it's kind of like very commercialized. But do you listen to their new stuff? And does everybody agree with what they're doing? Well, again, I don't know if they'll have a success with this, because I don't think it'll be a success as in the previous albums I've had. Because you go for the hits albums, they all want to hear the big hits and then all the best stuff. You go for the lesser known stuff though, like Nuclear Attack, and you go for the other stuff like The Visitors. And them lesser known songs are better. Especially that great song at the very end of Super Trooper, which is that superb solo song, which people like to hear that. And then you go to Chess, anywhere you actually listening to Chess, and Chess was kind of a great idea for those two to write it. And in even I Know Him So Well, which became a massive success. And that was like, that's pretty good. It's a hell of a song, but it did a lot of money. But Chess was written by Angela Weber and Tim Rice, and with Benny and Beyond. So my thoughts of the new album, well, I really don't care. If they've got so much money, they want to put it in Polo Studios, they bring us something tremendous. Stick to the Airwall stuff. Stick to Jessica Soto. Stick to. Tell you what you should listen to. Listen to this album than I did, and I tell you what, you'll not equal out ABBA at all. This one has been my biggest success of 2020 since lockdown. So, Carla, if you want something amazing for Christmas, buy this thing. This is a tremendous album. Get this thing. It's awesome. Lawrence Shaw Challenge produced this fantastic album. Get it. Because Time Riders is also amazing as well, with 80s goodness on it. And yeah, if you guys want to hear something really amazing, then get to listen to that. Can I find it in London? What? Well, these albums. No, they're not in the shops. They're only available from myself. No, I didn't get a chance to get them in the record shops. You can only get Lauren Shutt's album, Jade's album, and this song, Mysterious Wonder, which I'm going to play you right now. Actually, I'm going to play a bit of Mysterious Wonder. If you've never heard this song, look for the video. And Adacia was from America. Still is an amazing song. She's got her album coming out next year. And I want to play you a bit of the song. And yes, I do own the rights to it. So my birthday is Christmas Day. Oh, is it? Oh, how lovely. Well, anyway, for your birthday, we'll play Mysterious Wonder. And yes, you can actually listen to this on Spotify as well. So it's actually on Spotify. So here is a bit of that.
You had to be free. I call upon your spirit, you worship down on me. I feel alive and I wanna be where I wanna be. The shelter from the rain into my heart again. Forgiving things I should have said before. Inside of all the pain, it comes to me again. I realize it's all a dream to me. What can I do? What can I say to take the pain away? I'll cry in my sleep, the secret to keep.
So if you want to hear this song, you can go to Spotify, Adacia, Mysterious Wonder, being the biggest successful song I've actually released. Brilliant song. But here's a song from the upcoming. I'll play a song from Rich Lawrence that I wrote called Turning Back. Oh, actually, no, play The Way We Agreed. Because this song is just so awesome. Yeah, The Way We Agreed. This is another song that I wrote and produced with Lauren.
Let's just settle this the way we agreed. We knew each other for so long. We got the power to go on strong. Our love is special and so true. And I will always think of you. This was a feeling oh so right. Out of the darkness and into the light. You said I wanna hold you tight. But now I know that it just wasn't right. Baby, can I really hold you tight? But baby, it just wasn't right. I'll give you everything and more than you need. So let's just settle this the way we agreed. You drop a coin into the wishing well. You make a wish and you can't tell. It's good or bad, you know what to do. Tell something bad, you know it's true. This was a feeling oh so right. Out of the darkness and into the night. You said I wanna hold you tight. But now I know that it just wasn't right, baby.
That's from her album Challenge, which you can still get for Christmas, which is an amazing thing. And I forgot where you live. I live in the UK. I live in Sunderland. But here's a song I've just recently released on an album that I did. It took 3 years to get this thing completed. And this is one of my favorite tracks I actually produced and written. And I did this with a girl called Charlotte Wilson. And it is very Fleetwood Mac. If you like Fleetwood Mac and you like the sort of territory, well, this track just really blasted me out so much. So I'll play this anyway. can see Freddie behind me because I'm wearing the t-shirt as well tonight, which has been good. So that's one of the songs taken from Time Riders. This next song, I didn't write this one, but I didn't even produce this one. But this is for me. This for me is one of the best tracks that Jade and Bex cut anyway. So I'll listen to this as well. This is all taken from Time Riders and the album. I'll go in a minute.
Feeling as though I'm losing control. You're telling me that I understand. Facing my fears and drying my tears when everything just gets out of hand. I don't know why I need to love you, but I know I'm not the only one. Tell me what I need to know to never ever let you go. I'm gonna be there for you. You've gotta let me see what I should be to make you wanna stay with me. Never let go. This love that's inside is fighting my pride, making me forget who I am. But you're always there, always ready to care, showing me who I really am. I don't know why I need to love you, but I know I'm not the only one. Tell me what I need to know to never ever.
So that's a song that my guitarist wrote, that one, and was very special, that song, when Jade recorded it anyway. But here's a track that I wrote and produced with a girl called Izzy G. By the way, that was Jade and Bex. This is Izzy G now, who who is from the Midlands. And if you're thinking of anybody who wants to sing this, listen to this. Have you heard the documentary?
When you look into the looking glass, tell me, what do you see? There's a light that shines on me. When you hold it to the sky, we feel it in its place. We just want to escape. There's no time to waste. Take me back to the sands of time where the nights are colder and the days are long. I can see what you've done to me. I can't breathe, I can't see. So take me back to the sands of time. I can't see what you've done to me.
That wasn't meant to happen.
I can't breathe, I can't see.
Yeah, that's taken from the Time Riders project. And if you guys want to hear how the original, the introduction goes, this is how the album starts.
We're trying to find our way, but there's no one around. We're feeling something we can't explain, forcing ourselves like a runaway train, finding a light in the distance without any sound. Time rider, time rider. He's fighting his battles with his sword in the air. The danger is lurking and the force everywhere, coming between the light and the dark, taking the vengeance and into the mark. We're trying to get that hit.
So that's all been released now onto Bandcamp. If you want to hear the whole album, Bandcamp is where you want to be. If you want to get the CD version, including all the special bits I put in this by the CD of me, it's amazing, great stuff. So that's on the Time Riders album I've released this year, guys. That took 3 years to finally get finished off, and Time Riders 2 is out in December. Well, when I finish it. And I'm going to play you now a song that I recently just did with a person called Glidis, who is about to release her first international single, and it's called "Hold Me from the Rain." I'm going to play this on the stream tonight. I just finished this the other week, and this is really, really, really nice. And she's from the Philippines, and this is really nice. And Carla, if you like the sort of music you play tonight, listen to this. You'll like this one because this is very, very nice indeed. So I'll play it here.
When I feel so lonely, come away from my bed. I had to feel my emotions in the mirror, and loneliness feels inside me. I bruise myself instead. Feels like I'm torn apart, but I need to find the strength. Cover me from the shelter, hold me from the rain, lead me from my pain. Where does it lead me to comfort me away? Feel the way I feel today. There are voices in the air. I can hear them everywhere. They say things that I can't explain. It's all my strength, I just can't contain. I wanna get out of
Got the video coming up later next week. There'll be a lyric video for this thing because we don't have a live video produced yet, but it's good. I really like that so much actually. And she did another song as well called "Surround Me," which she also cut as well, which I'll play in a second. Which is can't play Let Me Go. It's a 3-track EP she's bringing out. But Surround Me, she just cut last week, and this is very Bee Gees. This is the Bee Gees. No, it's not. No, this isn't the Bee Gees one. But this is really, really nice as well. How she did this is a really nice song. This is called Surround Me. I wrote and produced this.
I'm hearing something. I take a look around. There's something between us. It's on common ground. You give the space to move me. It's all around here. The moment in the time we have, the clock is moving up somewhere. Picking up the pieces, put it all together. Share the interesting story and find to share the glory. A moment in time, the beat and the ride, a circle of faith to take its grace, feeling the power of the show, that it moves the way we know.
So there's some little samples of stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. It's just been crazy month. It's been a crazy year this year for me, for music and everything, producing, and having to actually write stuff has just been, well, a blessing in disguise, really, for what I'm doing at the minute. But Carla, if you want to send something over to me by email, then feel free. It's all send it on my ST Entertainment page if you want to. But yeah, it's been this year for me. Honestly, the music I'm producing at the moment has been tremendous, and it's been a great thing to do when we got stuff like Judas, like Jade and Lauren and Edesha and Tam Riders. We've been, mate. This has been awesome for the year. You want to buy this album? Buy this album, Tam Riders. This album is tremendous, including one of the songs that I'll play that I think made Tam Riders so amazing, and has been good. But what I will do, yeah, I want to play this track that I recently just did for someone who is about to do this. Do I do the guide? If I do the guide, or do I do the song? I'll do the track a bit anyway. This is upcoming song, exclusive preview for you guys about this track. This is a track that's been written for somebody who I can't mention, but absolutely loves this so much, and so I thought I'd play it. It's called Up in the Air. I have done the guide for this, so there's no singing on this at all. This is just a backing track. So I thought I'd let you guys hear this, because this for me has been a long, long time to get a track out I can do. It's a 6-minute song, apparently. It's much longer than Bohemian Rhapsody is. But yeah, I've got a place for you guys, because this song I'm going to play it all the way through without any interruptions. I'll let you hear it, and at the end, I want you to tell me if you like it, and if you do like it, then that's great. So yeah, so why not? that's a track that's coming out very soon, actually, from one of our friends over at a place called the Life Bar in Facebook. And I'm excited to really hear it from us soon as well. It's really good. It's called Up in the Air. It's not released yet. It's just been a work in progress track that I'm working on at the moment. So, with people asking about the Queen stuff and how that's going on, am I returning back with Queen or not? Right. Well, I spoke to Mark. If you all know Mark Bryden, who is a huge Queen fan on Facebook, we've come up with an idea that it will not be posted on my page. It'll be a new page opening up on YouTube because he's going to open up his own YouTube page. We're going to start filming his Queen collection very soon, and I also have been invited to go down to a rehearsal room in the Northeast to go and start recording his band as well, because his band is also wanting me to go and produce their album, which is going to be great. I'm excited, actually. And so, yeah, I'm happy to do that for him. It's just going to be really amazing to do. He's doing good. Mark's doing really well. Probably get to see him back on camera soon as well, doing his Queen collection, which would be so amazing to do. And he's actually got more Queen vinyl than I've ever seen. His Queen vinyl collection has gone way huge than the last time that I did it. So yeah, we're going to get back on the trail of filming that, but it will not be posted on my channel. It'll be posted on another channel because this is not a Queen channel anymore, as you all know. Yes, I still have Queen in the room, still here. But and again, guys, I just don't do Queen a lot really for it. I don't keep up with the news recently of the Queen stuff. The only thing that I can say is, as you probably know from the last stream I did, was about Roger Taylor's solo gig that came up. And you know what? I actually have to say something that the gigs have been tremendous for him. So why doesn't he start doing like Strange Frontier and all that them songs? Why can't he just do those songs like Freedom Batters? Bring some of the good stuff out, mate. It needs to come out because it needs to be out as well. Right, I'll be here for another hour. If you guys want me to chat about Queen or anything you want to talk about, music-wise, production-wise, what I'm up to, I can probably fill that in now. Actually, if you need me to know, tell you what's been happening. Well, so far, my label that we've been releasing CDs on has been going tremendous. It has been going tremendous. I have been working my arse off for the past year and a half now, and productions have been going really, really well. Is Carla's still here? Hope she is. But I am just doing really well, guys. My label is doing tremendous. It is just getting to a point we're finally getting stuff on Spotify now from people, and it's just tremendous stuff. So I'm working my arse off, guys. 5 weeks to go, and after that 5 weeks, December, I will be off. No work in December. I'll be off in December. I'll be having a rest in December, which is great. And yeah, music is going to keep me alive for a while. I've got some great stuff coming up, guys. Next year, I've got a great thing coming up next year, which is going to be really exciting. But what I want to tell you guys is what you probably have not known yet. Exclusive news. I am working on a solo track with my guitarist Andy and Jade. I am. It's called Collaboration, and it's going to be a song that I'm releasing myself onto Bandcamp. And it's not released on CD. It's just a one-off project that I'm doing with Andy. And I am releasing it on Christmas Day. I am, including something else as well, which I'm going to explain. But Christmas Day, I will be releasing a song from myself, which is just an idea that just came around at the time. If the idea becomes successful and becomes to be a good hit, there may be a possibility of doing an album, but I can't really say that at the minute. I can't really say yes or no yet, because I've got other things to do. But I am really considering releasing a single CD, a single track, of my singing on it. So it's called Collaboration. It's going to be a Talisman kind of sound to it, which we're going to work on with me and Mac producing it. and it's going to be something that we're really going to work hard on this song. And I mean, did get to grips on the song we need to do, and just going to be pulling out all of the stops from that song. So it's going to be amazing. It'll be amazing. So I'm looking forward to bringing it out, guys. It will be on YouTube. It will be on Spot. It will be on Bandcamp. You guys can just see the song we're going to bring out. It's going to be wow. It's going to be really amazing. Based on the Talisman riffs. A lot of ideas that came around for that song is just going to be tremendous. So look out for that as well. So yes, I'll be releasing my first solo song. That'll be coming up in the next a couple of weeks. I've got 5 weeks to go. And I will get it done. But I think we're probably going to work on it in the next like 2 weeks or so when Max got his got time free for it. But yeah, 5 weeks left to go, and then after that, Christmas comes, and I'm off for the Christmas time. So if you guys want to buy any albums of mine, you can buy Time Riders. You can buy Lauren's new version of the fantastic album Challenge. Will be out next year. I've got a lot of ideas for that. The new version is going to be including with rare versions that were never ever seen on the final product. But it sounds tremendous. So look out for it, guys. It's going to be amazing, amazing stuff. And to all subscribers on YouTube who on this page who really adore the music I'm producing, thank you very much indeed for all the likes you've been giving me. It's been tremendous. I've had a great success this year with one of my biggest successes I had this year with the Daisha, with her song Mysterious Wonder. That song has I've never seen that song climb so much. You need like near 1,000 play. It's got nearly over 300 plays on Spotify. It's had 400 views on her own channel, and plus 75 views on my channel, and that's all together combined to it is a total of 700 streams. That is just incredible, incredible. And I've done really well this year, guys, for music wise, and just producing has just been tremendous. So massive thank you to everybody who's been loving the stuff I'm bringing out. It's been a great ride, and we continue next year with a great success next year. Next year we've got something planned next year, which I can't say. It's under wraps. But what I can tell you is, guys, is that how have you heard from Jade? Jade is doing good. We have got 2 projects out next year from her. Her Redix album will be out soon, and also her. What was the other one she's bringing out? The other one she's bringing out is she's bringing out another one, which is called. Well, we actually don't know the title of it yet, but she's bringing out a solo album next year, guys. And wow, we've got plans. We've got video plans. All right, we've got them all sorted out now. So we're excited to do next year and the year after that, and this year and next year. So we're kind of torn between 2 things. And we also have got a video shoot planned for Break Me as well, which we were so determined to get that version out. But we are working our hardest on that video shoot, and we have got ideas for that next year now. So that could be out next year. That video, because Jade hasn't had the time to do any videos or singing in a way, production and producing, because she's been doing other stuff. She has got a live stream coming up soon on the Live Bar in a couple of weeks, which is going to be great. Just near November. And she won't be probably doing one more, and she's doing musicals one. So if you want to go like that page, go to the Live Bar on Facebook and just go and love the great singers on there, amazing singers that I've been knowing all the people on there, tremendous artists, and that's where Daisha was from. Daisha was from the Live Bar. And as for the documentary part 2, the documentary has not been released on DVD. It's not been finished. It's still in the works, guys. Yeah. I'm afraid the documentary has had to put on hold for just temporary reasons. Part 2 is not coming out. I've got no footage, guys. I've got nothing. Got a little bit, but there's not a lot. No, guys, I can't release number 2. I can't release number 2. I can't do it. It's just too many things with number 2. and I can't release number 2. I'm afraid, guys. That's simple as that. Just too many things going on with number 2 at the minute. I mean, as I said before, there was supposed to be number 2 released, but unfortunately, I have to abandon number 2. It's not going to happen until I get the right people for it first, and then I get sorted out. So it could be delayed. So we'll wait and see. Number 1 is nearly finished. I've only got one piece to do, and as soon as that's done, that DVD's out, and it will be in your hands this year. I do promise, guys, that it will be released. I just have not had the time to edit it yet because I've got one piece to do. After one piece is done, in there, on, edit, done, does, boom, DVD, case, sleeve, out. That's it. Just be waiting ages for it to do. So I will be getting a chance to get the final release at the end of the year, guys. I do promise. It just took so long to get it out. That DVD's been thinking them. But I do want to say thank you very much to everybody liking the documentary still on my page. Without you watching that documentary, it was a great thing to film. I just filmed it in my room. I just did it on one camera and just filmed true stories of what happened, actually, because it was a true story. And it was greatly received. So thank you very much indeed for people who were enjoying that as well. So thank you very much for liking that. And I'll be as soon as I get all finalized and all sorted out with the DVD, I should be all right with it, guys. I mean, I've got the DVD ready to go. It's just that I've got it sitting there in the I've got it saved in the storyboard, but I just haven't finished it off yet. Not until I find out this last thing I've got to do with it. But yeah, guys, it is coming. It's coming. I do promise. And that's thing of it. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream, guys, tonight. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't tuned in, then you'll see the replay back. Thank you for liking the songs. And if you guys are interested, you can buy these on my Bandcamp page and Discogs. Not on Facebook, because Facebook's not allowed. I'm not allowed to sell on Facebook. Just something that Facebook's doing at the minute. But everything on there is on Facebook, is on Discogs. You can buy it for a cheap price. You don't get charged anything extra on it, because I refuse to put on shipping charges, so you don't get any shipping charges added to it. Just pay £5 and I send it to you, and that covers me for the shipping charges as well for me, which is really good indeed. So that's cool. Next time you see me, guys, don't know when. So thank you very much to Carla tuning in. Thank you very much to everybody tuning in tonight. It's been a good stream. So I'll come on, guys, just tell you more stories. Just got Soto. It wasn't meant to be a music stream, but never mind. But I hope you enjoyed the music, guys. More stuff coming out this year before I finish. I'm excited for this year being a success. So until then, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon. Till then, bye.